that's an exorbitant amount. They should have been using the money that they've been getting, which increases every year, to try to maintain the structures they have.
Well, they have to pay all these admin people.
Well, and a lot of, redecoration and whatnot, so they need to really look at it.
Some taxpayers not reacting well to the Ysleta School District as it claims it needs almost $500 million to move forward.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on ABC 7 at 6. I'm Estela Casas.
And I'm Rick Cabrera. Even though they can't tell you to vote yes, the Ysleta School District is getting into full campaign mode, telling voters the district needs nearly $500 million on May 9th.
As you just heard, taxpayers we caught up with say they're not convinced. The superintendent says he won't go for a smaller bond, and he won't break it up into multiple options either. For voters, it's yes or no. The $452 million bond includes this amount of money for the high schools and their feeder schools, $65.7 million for Bel Air, $89 million for Del Valle.
The big one, $94 million for Eastwood, nearly $47 million for Hanks, $26 million for Parkland, $42 million for Riverside, $39 million for Ysleta, and almost $50 million for other projects.
ABC 7's Andrew J. Polk continues our complete coverage tonight live in East El Paso, where the superintendent met with teachers this afternoon. Andrew.
Yeah, Rick and Estella, YISD Superintendent Xavier De La Torre says he's very confident about the amount of work that the district put into this bond proposal, to the point where they're already working on contracts to manage the projects after the bond passes. Now, De La Torre says that if the bond passes, the district will have limited time to work on getting projects done over just 5 summers, and he wants to get started right away. Now, the district expects a request for qualifications for a project manager to be finalized by mid-March that will then set the master timeline for work across the district on the bond projects. And in case the bond doesn't pass, the contract would then be null and void.
Well, if it moves forward, because we currently have an RFQ, that's how confident we are, to hire a program manager that will start pre-bond work even before the election. And we won't make a significant investment in it, but we'll make enough so that the minute the decision is made in May, within the next week or two, we've got plans in place to get started.
And De La Torre told me after he spoke with the teachers here today that he is so confident about the bond election is because it's what the district so desperately needs. And if it does fail, he'll regroup, reorganize, and present a new version of the bond for voting on in the November election. So for now, reporting live on the east side, Andrew J. Polk, ABC 7.
Okay, Andrew, thank you for that live report.
Ana Dueñas is the only YISD board member who voted against moving forward with this nearly $500 million bond. She says she's not convinced the money will be distributed as it should be.
We have no proof to let our constituents know what is really going to be done and what isn't.
Dueñas represents the Riverside feeder pattern. If you'd like to see her entire interview, just visit KVIA.com right now and click on the story on our homepage.
The bond includes a 10% property tax increase, so if you live in the Ysleta district, listen up. We have a tax calculator online at KVIA.com, so you can find out how much more you'll have to pay if the bond is approved. There's another question swirling around the borderland tonight.